The wind is blowing before you laugh.
Well, it's Halloween, man.
I apologize for all of the ears that just got blown out. If you're listening to us in your car, you probably ripped a speaker right out of your...
Let's just kick it.
Ooh. That's not something I can do. Oh,
Well,
go ahead. I thought I was on it.
no, you are.
Go ahead then.
We certainly don't know what is going on today, folks.
Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. I'm your host, Chet Sears. As always, with me is Matt Amos, and I can't say that about Troy because he was not with us for a couple episodes.
Hey, I do what I can.
But Troy 3-Shot Trussell is here with us as well. I hope you're having a good day today.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Halloween on the mind, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Top three
Halloween
candies today.
Halloween candies, Halloween treats. We should have called it treats because you trick or treat.
That's right.
Because somebody may like fruit instead of candy.
Some people pass out apples.
And then Troy's going to bring us a good word.
With razor blades in them.
Nobody does that.
I know. That used to be the tall tale when we were kids. Don't bite into that apple. It's got a razor blade in it.
That's probably a marketing tool by the candy companies.
I bet so.
Yeah.
Don't eat that apple. No. Come get this Reese's peanut butter cup right here, buddy.
That's good. I like it. Hey, I want to remind all our listeners and watchers, before we jump in today, we got merch on the website.
Go to hardheadedpodcast.com.
That's right.
And then there's a merchandise tab at the top.
Yeah, you can click on that, and we have 2 T-shirts available, a logo with our ugly mugs on it.
Well, you say 2 T-shirts. We have either...
A white with a black logo or a black with a white logo T-shirt.
And then you could pick whatever color T-shirt you want.
Well, that's true. There's like many other colors.
So we have like 17 T-shirts.
17. Yeah.
And stickers.
Stickers, mugs. All kinds of stuff.
Coffee mugs. Tapestries.
Pillows. There's pillows.
Tapestries? I got to get on that.
Yes.
You can order a pillow.
Yeah. So if you want to snuggle up to your hard-headed cast,
Sales just went through the roof.
That's right. Yep. Cool.
Anyway, hardheadedpodcast.com merch. Is it merch or merchandise?
YouTubers call it merch.
I don't like merch.
Merchandise.
I don't like merch.
Merchandise is way too long to put at the top of the website, though.
I haven't silenced my phone.
That's ridiculous.
And we got some shirts
Yeah.
and some hats. Mm-hmm. We have swag.
Swag. There you go. Is that better? No. Would you like me to put that on the website?
I don't like merch.
And
I don't like swag, but it's better than merch.
We don't have hats, by the way.
We don't? We need to get on that. I like hats.
Okay.
Wear one every day.
Special order hats.
Yeah.
And stickers for the back of Chet's truck.
Yes.
I don't use stickers on the back.
I know. We know from a previous episode.
I may do it for us, though. Just for us.
Oh.
One's going on my gun case.
There you go.
And again, where can I get this wonderful stuff? Because I have no idea. You guys did all this while I was gone. So
hardheadedpodcast.com. Click on merch. Or until I change it to whatever y'all decide.
Just leave it how it is.
Spell it out. Merchandise.
Dude, it's way too long. You can't put that on the website.
You can. Mm-hmm. All right.
Apparel.
Anyway.
Well, I figured I'd let you guys know what I'm dressing up as Halloween. That's kind of what's on my mind.
Oh, yes.
I got a costume.
I got one too already.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
You give me yours. Because I brought mine.
Oh, no. I should have brought mine. If I'd have known, I would have brought mine.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
For our viewers.
I'm going to have to.
The video viewers are going to be able to see my my costume.
I'll take a picture of myself and put it on the YouTube broadcast.
All right.
No, Hannah found me a Spider-Man one suit PJ. Like a onesie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a one suit was.
Sorry, onesie.
Yeah?
For an adult.
Does it have the feet or no feet?
Oh, it has no feet.
Okay.
It doesn't have the feet. But it's a large.
That's
So it's A little
It's
tight.
snug.
It's
Yeah,
a little
You're known
snug.
for wearing stuff that's too tight.
Right. It happens. Yeah.
Spider-Man's gonna not be a PC. I'll tell you that.
Have you?
There's gonna be some junk.
Have you? What are you dressing up as, Matt?
I haven't even thought about it
Yeah.
at all.
Or what would you dress up as if you were to have dressed up?
I don't know. Let's start talking, and then I'll think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll show you mine. You ready? Hold on. I got to step
Yeah.
away from the microphone for a second.
All right. What do you think it is, Matt?
What I have to say.
Oh,
Who am I?
You're yourself. That's not a costume.
I'm dressing up as Matt Amos, and I'm wearing a third place on my shirt, and I have a big trophy for myself.
That's good.
Yeah, maybe
That's
I should
good.
write, I bought the trophy, like on my
On
third
my
place
own.
tag. Yeah, I paid for
good.
the trophy.
No,
That,
that's a Chet Sears special right there.
Yeah, yeah.
oh, man. When are we going to settle this?
I almost hit the ceiling fan with the
With your
the
trophy.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't chop my head off the top of there.
yeah.
That wasn't cheap. All right.
Yeah, holding the trophy.
You spare no expense when it comes to buying trophies for yourself.
Exactly. You got to go with the best.
You should have. I mean, that third place. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But you should have went all out and got like a third place ribbon.
Yeah.
Like from field day. What was third place was
Participation.
white?
No.
Wasn't it like blue was first place? Second
Blue,
place was red.
red, yellow?
Yellow, and then fourth
purple.
purple.
Was there's purple.
I don't know. I've never had any of those. I was always first. So all I've ever had was blue.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't believe that one bit.
You know what? That's one thing I'll do. I'll go back because I know my dad's got all this, all my trophies and ribbons from track and all that kind of stuff in his garage. I'll bring those in and we'll just lay them out. And
Nobody's asking you to do that,
we can
Matt.
count 'em.
Nobody
I'm
is
telling
asking
you.
you to do that.
But who's to say you didn't throw away all the third places?
Yeah.
Right?
No, I wouldn't do that. I take third place with pride.
No, you
When
don't.
I actually,
No, you
when I
don't.
actually-
Or you
look,
do. You buy yourself big trophies.
Look, and we need to. You brought up a good point, Troy. We need to go settle that because
We do.
that was the whole reason I bought it was because of the unfair. I had to sandbag 4 stands because hey, we're going to film this, so we need to make this look like this and do all this TV magic because you have to be magic to make me look like I'm losing, and then it's like, oh well, I've already won with an asterisk, but we're not going to compete ever again, and so that was bought as kind of a motivation to want to compete, and still I've offered, and nobody wants to go again.
Hey, let's go.
We have both said that we want to go. And
Let's
we
go
wanna-
this weekend.
We want to settle
Neither
this.
one of you want to do it.
Can you go this weekend?
I can go Saturday.
Hey, let's
All right,
go.
let's go. Meet me down.
Where
in,
are you going to be?
I'll be in Mississippi.
Yeah, you're not even
So
going to be
meet
here.
me down there.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
So after your hunting extravaganza through January, then we can go in February and settle this?
If they're open, it'd be cold. I'll
Spring.
still go.
I mean, I have a thrower at my house.
No, we're going to a sporting clays range. We're not
going back.
going to.
We're going to do what we did.
Matt's
Oh,
last
let's just go
yard
right
thrower.
back to Shady Creek and do it.
We'll go to Shady Creek or Michael Murphy's.
Nope, we got to go to Shady Creek because that's where
Let's
y'all
do the
claim-
same. Let's do the same.
They have
One.
2 courses there, and you may not get the same course. So you might as well just go.
Y'all don't want to compete at Michael Murphy's. I'm telling you that right now. I'm
He's
good.
already starting with the mind game.
There's no mind game to it.
I'm not smart enough
when
for
it
mind
when it
games, but
comes to me, you, and Matt Amos, you and I can claim never lost.
Mm-hmm.
We have never lost.
Yeah, because I tied you.
Yep.
I'll admit it right there. Boom. Tied. You and I tied.
after sandbagging 4 stands, which is where this whole thing comes back.
So
I probably missed a few because I was filming.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've missed a few
he was
holes.
running double duty. What did you guys do as kids growing up? Matt, you didn't grow up in a neighborhood. How did you trick or treat?
Or did you?
Yeah.
Troy,
I remember.
You didn't grow up in the neighborhood.
Well,
It's like, Matt, you just went to a blank space there.
yeah, I don't. I know, like
He's
as a
trying to
really
remember.
young kid, we used to habit the old ladies at church because they'd always make cookies, and so we'd get in the car and we'd drive from house to house, and
Yeah,
they'd hook us up with cookies and all kinds of stuff.
yeah. That's how we did it. We got like maybe 15 people that would show up, but they'd all drive around because we were way out in the country. Mm-hmm. How was it for you, man? You go around.
Well, we didn't do a lot of door-to-door stuff. We did it a few times, but the church always had like a fall festival. Mm-hmm. They would do cakewalks and bobbing for apples, and you throw the hook or throw the line over the sheet, and they'd put a piece of candy on it like you were fishing for candy.
Oh,
Play all these little games for kids, and that's what I remember.
Did you wear
us
costumes?
doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had rules. You couldn't do like horror and
Or horror.
horror.
Okay.
That word has gotten me in trouble more than once.
You couldn't dress like a whore, and you couldn't be a horror movie.
Those are words along with horse when you say it in a not nice fashion that will get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we would do.
Did you ever have one of those costumes that was like the thinnest plastic ever, one size, with the plastic face mask with the eyes cut out of it and the little thing that would pop your ears?
Oh yeah,
Like those little one package deals, you know what I'm talking about? And they had the ties in the back just to.
yeah. I'm sure I had a few Star Wars ones, Stormtrooper or
Superman.
something like that.
You never dressed up?
I think there are still pictures from like school where I dressed up as a cowboy.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And then I think one year I dressed up as the Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
And if you remember, like back in the day, like they had those little string things that were just like popular. They would make bracelets and stuff out of.
Nope.
You don't remember that?
I never made jewelry as a kid.
But it was almost like, it's not jewelry, but
Bracelets.
it's not made out of fabric,
Friendship bracelet.
because I'm wearing one right now. But
Not surprised.
is what it is. I'm used to it. But I took him because, the Ultimate Warrior had, when he flexed, he always had those.
Yeah, armbands.
Yeah. But they had the little
Tassels.
coming off
Yeah.
of them. So I took those little things and cut those and made my own tassels. And I had a pair of bike shorts and
That's awesome.
I was all jacked up, painted my face.
Nice.
And then I know I went as the Karate Kid one year.
The real Karate Kid, or
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso.
Oh.
The real Karate Kid.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Cool. Glad to get some of those childhood memories from you.
What'd you go as?
Just whatever.
Michelin Man?
Like it wasn't that big a deal. I transitioned.
Sasquatch.
Michelin Man.
I transitioned into a, like we were,
You transitioned?
from going and getting candy
Congratulations.
to delivering candy. You're really in a good mood tonight.
He's on point.
So we had like all kinds of shrubs in our front porch area, front yard. So then I just started hiding out. So I just basically dress up in camo, and like when people would go get their candy, then I would.
Get him.
Ooh, that's another one. I dressed up as G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still have a G.I. Joe. The original G.I. Joe. I have a Mitchell Page Medal of Honor collectible.
I think you brought that up in a previous podcast.
Yeah. Thanks for remembering.
So my G.I. Joe stuff was in my room one day.
Not just stuff.
I had the
I didn't even know this existed.
I had the aircraft carrier. Do you remember that thing? It was about as big as this table. And I mean, I could fit
Was it like I may have seen a picture of it in the Sears catalog when I was a kid.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
And my dad and my
Must
sister.
be nice.
Spoiled rotten.
Yes, I was. My
Or,
dad and
as
my
some
sister
people say spoilt.
put
He
it all
was spoilt.
spoilt. My dad and my sister put it all together. Because I was like 5 years old, 4 or 5 when I got it. I couldn't do that. So, but 4th or 5th grade, I wasn't at home at the time. My sister and her friends, one of her friends, they were over there studying. They were in the kitchen, which is in the back of the house. My room was in the front of the house next to the living room and garage. Well, her friend that lived around the corner was coming over to study with them to do homework or whatever. And her older sister let her drive over. And she was 14 at the time. Back then, we all got our license at 15. So she was kind of practicing, driving around the neighborhood and stuff. So she comes in, pulls up in the driveway, and instead of hitting the brake, she hits the accelerator. The first thing she hit was the basketball goal post and bent it almost all the way down to the ground. And when she got to the left, when she got to the end of it, either she took a hard left or the pole flipped her car around that way. But she went through the garage, into the garage, and then into the living room and pushed all the furniture, like dining room table, china cabinet, all this furniture, pushed into my room, put a big hole in my wall, and fell on the aircraft carrier.
Destroyed
all my G.I. Joes.
Nuked it.
That's how you win.
He's like, exactly. Cobra's going to attack the aircraft carrier. And boom, it's under a china cabinet.
Gone.
Done. And the funniest thing.
Foreshadowing. China cabinet.
Oh, gosh. That's pretty scary. But the funniest thing about that whole incident was somebody took a picture of the car in there for insurance purposes. And she had a bumper sticker on the car that said, "If you don't like the way I drive, stay off the sidewalk." Oh, classic.
We're going into houses.
Yep. That was a crazy time.
Well, I mean, I can kind of get it because when I first started driving, we had a 80-something Astro van. And so I'm in the driveway and I thought I was in reverse, but I wasn't in reverse and went forward. And I mean, I screeched the tires and my mom's like, "Stop, hit the brake. And I'm like, "Which one's the brake?" And she never lets me live that down, but I did stop before I hit the garage.
It's like on Better Off Dead. Have y'all seen that movie with John Cusack?
I don't think so.
Where he pulls up to the red light next to these Asian guys, and they're the only way they learned how to speak English is by watching NASCAR broadcasters or whatever. So they look over at him and they're like, "Lane Maya, here we go." They start doing all this stuff until the light turns green. And every time they take off and he either hits somebody in front of him or he's in reverse and he thinks he's in drive and he hits somebody behind him, but he always hits the same guy. Oh man, it's a great movie. Y'all gotta watch that.
That's back when a fender bender wouldn't total a car.
Yeah, back in the 80s. Good times.
I will say, some of the new cars, I think it's a Toyota, and I can't remember exactly which one, but I was at a place recently where there's this tree at this lodge that's infamous for being hit by everybody, and she was backing up, and you warn everybody because I've seen 4 people hit it.
Yeah.
And you warn them every time, "Hey, remember that tree back there." And she backed up and hit it. And I mean, you could hear the crunch.
Yeah.
Not a scratch. Not one.
Yeah.
Not a dent.
It probably popped back out because it's all plastic.
It might.
Plastic and styrofoam.
It may have, but it didn't do anything to that.
Yeah.
Oh
it didn't do anything to the tree either. It stood there.
Yeah.
Big old tree.
That's awesome.
Well, cool. So stay safe out there, everybody. Have a happy Halloween. Hope you go trick-or-treating. Hope you dress up like Matt Amos for your costume.
You can also put under there, "I tied with 3-shot."
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I didn't complete it with the hat and the sunglasses on top. But,
Right.
But on Halloween, actual Halloween, I'll go all out.
You didn't commit.
Yeah.
You didn't commit. I'm not impressed. Try again.
All right. We all ready for a break? Then we'll jump in the top 3.
Let's take a break.
1797, establishing dominance. A young nation begins the formation of the world's most formidable fleet of naval ships with the commissioning of its first ship, the U.S. frigate Constellation. A lively blend of rosemary, lemon, and peppermint, 1797 is a great blend to start your day. It is a great awakening quality with a minty kick. Much like stepping out on a deck of a ship cruising the brisk ocean waters, this blend will give you that early morning boost.
Check it out at admiralspinnet.com. Without it, you might as well shave.
And we are back. We're back. So, top 3 Halloween candies. Matt, I want to hear from you first.
Oh, okay. Number 3. Basic.
I like basic.
Tootsie Roll.
Oh, I thought you were saying like basic was a candy. I'm like, I've never heard of it. You're like, oh, I like basic. I'm like, I've never heard of basic.
No, I mean, I like, I got
Plain.
a couple of mine.
Tootsie Roll?
Basic.
Love Tootsie Rolls.
No.
I'm not a big fan.
Like my kids bring all their candy back.
And you get all of them that you want because nobody else will eat them.
Actually, my kids kind of like them, so they try to hide the Tootsie Rolls from me.
Yeah.
And I like the little ones. Mm-hmm. I like the skinny longer ones, and then I like the ones that are like cut into 3 that look like a piece of dog turd.
You like all of them.
Yeah.
You could have just said, I like all of
I'm
them.
just saying there, but you got to know the specific types.
Do you like
there's a different
the
flavor
Tootsie Pop?
there's a different flavor profile in all 3 of those.
Yeah. Bad, worse, and worst.
Good, better, and best, man.
Yeah. Of those 3, which are your favorite? Which is your favorite?
Probably the dog turd one. There's just more of it. I don't have to keep going back and unwrapping more candy.
Okay.
Do you like the different flavors? Because don't they have now like an orange one and a white one? And have you seen those?
No.
They do.
Gross.
Yeah.
No.
Like blue? There's
Well,
like a blue one?
No.
Yeah. There's different flavors.
We'll
now.
not do that. No. Traditional.
Traditional. I like it. I like traditional.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Not Tootsie Rolls, but I like traditional things.
Oh. Number 2. Almond Joy.
Okay.
I like the coconut. And then
Yeah.
I like the little crunch that almond gives you.
Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't.
That's right.
I like Mounds too, but
You need the nut. That almond sets it off.
Squirrel.
I agree.
number 1. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Those are good.
And I don't ever really get my hands on those because my kids eat those. I mean, I like the eggs at Easter.
You need to teach them
I
about
like
taxes, my friend.
Well, they're very well aware of the dad tax. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
sometimes they get better at hiding their candy than I get at finding it. I also like Whoppers. And I think that's
Yeah.
been like a new thing. Like since I've gotten older, I didn't like them as a kid, but now I like the Whoppers.
I like
Balls.
Whoppers. Pretty
Whopper's
good.
good. That's one of my.
Was that your
daughter's
number one, or
favorites.
is that that's a honorable mention there?
Honorable mention because
Whoppers?
I just thought of
Okay.
it. Like these 3 came off the top of my head. Like, ooh, I'd like to have some of those. But yeah, Whoppers or Nerds.
Oh, nerds are good.
Love Nerds.
Yeah.
That's the one that I can't get for my kids. All right, Troy.
Well, what'd you say your number one was?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh, Reese's peanut butter. Man, yeah, those are good. Sorry,
Yeah.
left me.
You're not paying attention?
No, I was. I just all these honorable mentions.
Yeah, he just started throwing stuff.
Yeah,
in
just
us,
started
man.
throwing stuff at us. All right,
Like, as if we were like trick or treating. He's like throwing candy out.
right. That's good stuff though. Number 3.
Speaking of throwing candy, sorry to interrupt you.
No,
Number
go
3.
ahead. Go ahead.
Have you guys been to a parade lately?
No,
Do you know the new parade rules that you can't throw candy to people?
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Can you throw beads?
You cannot throw to people. You have to throw it on the ground in front of them.
What?
Yeah, I was at a parade, one of those fall parade, fall festival
Who
parade. type
comes
deal.
up with these rules?
It's the dumbest thing in the world. Like it's like
Yeah.
from you 10 feet away, you're right there on the edge of the road, and they're
Right.
like, "Hey, I see you right there. This is a really good toss." No, I'm throwing it on the ground right in front of you. And then like kids are all running around on their ground.
Right. They're going to get run over by the parade truck.
It's the dumbest thing in the world.
What? Who makes these rules?
I mean,
really?
and everything's got like dirt. It's not cool.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
COVID doesn't live on surfaces though, right?
In some place, those gutters have other things in them that I would be more concerned about than COVID.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Especially in New Orleans.
Nolans, yes, for sure.
That's bad.
Yeah.
There's some bad things.
Yeah. All right, number three. Mini Snickers. Like the little one-piece Snickers.
Just the original Snickers.
Just original Snickers. It's delightful. I always pick those out of my kids. That's the kid tax.
Yeah.
Like the little square one or the rectangle one?
The fun size.
The little square one.
Oh, the little bitty.
Yeah. That's usually what they get nowadays. Every once in a while you get lucky and you'll get
the fun size.
The fun size one. But most of the time you get the mini ones.
I don't think that there's enough peanut to chocolate ratio in the little squares.
That's fair.
Nougat.
It's fair.
It is more of a nougat.
All right, number 2, mini Kit Kats.
Wait.
Ooh, I do love.
There's only like fun size Kit Kats. There's not the little square Kit Kats.
No, they have a smaller one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they have a fun size.
I do like a Kit Kat.
There's a one stick. It's like the one stick, and then there's like a half a stick.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And if I had to guess, you probably eat those sideways and you don't even break them apart.
no,
What do you mean sideways?
I just eat
Like-
the whole thing.
Like that?
Yep.
No, I don't eat it sideways.
I would never even
Think
guess.
about that.
Yeah, like
It was like on a test for people with who might be sociopaths, and they
how you would eat a Kit Kat?
yeah.
No other candy bars? They weren't curious about how you'd eat those?
No, just a Kit Kat, because who would do that?
So is that why Reese's?
Just like people who eat pizza backwards.
That is strange.
Who would do that?
I don't know these people. I'm not one of them.
Why are you taking tests to find out if you're a psychopath or not?
Because some days I question it.
I don't know what's on these tests. I do. I take them all the time.
Oh, that's good. All right, number 1, chewy sweet tarts. The big ones.
Yuck.
Around Halloween, they come in packages of 1. You normally get them at the store in a package of 4. They are delicious.
I've never been a sweet tart fan.
I like regular sweet tarts. I like chewy sweet tarts even better. And sprees are okay.
I'm no sprees, no tarts, no Skittles. No, I don't like those hard.
No nerds. You don't like all that
I
stuff?
can eat a nerd, but not the.
I think in that classification, spree for the win.
I don't like the.
Because I like the hard candy.
Yeah, see, I don't like
What's the hard?
coated candy thing. You gotta.
What's the one with like the bananas and apples? The hard.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's the same thing. Those are all like the same for me.
I don't like that kind either.
Other than the the Skittles, because then you're. And I think it's an audio thing with me and Skittles because people always put a chaw of Skittles in, and then they're
Yep.
Oh man.
And then I'm like,
Be so funny.
I'm out. I don't need to be around you eating your Skittles.
Yep. I can agree with
taste
that.
the rainbow. Taste these knuckles.
Ooh. Fun dip.
Oh, Fun Dip's good.
I'm not a fan.
Pixie sticks.
Yes. Have you ever snorted one?
No.
Kids, don't try this at home, but it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. I'm shocked.
Me and my neighbor, when we were like in 3rd grade, we used to watch, inappropriate movies over at his house.
Yeah.
We saw somebody probably doing some cocaine in some movie. Here we go, snorting pixie sticks up our nose.
Let me get that pixie stick.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good line.
oh man.
Little Timmy, what are all these razor blades doing in here?
Yeah.
I'm cutting my pixie stick.
Yeah,
Mind
we
your
only
business,
we
woman.
only we only did that once. It hurt pretty bad.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
It's about like these kids today snorting pre-workout or trying to take pre-workout with no water.
Oh, the powder?
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
stupid.
TikTok trend.
Yeah, remember the cinnamon a few years ago? People were like
the spoonful
dying
of cinnamon
because they.
No, that's the powder thing's killing them too.
Oh man, stop doing this stuff, kids.
Thin the herd. We're good.
Oh, Matt's in rare form today.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go with my number 3. The Mr. Good bar.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Like the little rice.
Ooh, does that have? No, that's
Peanuts.
Peanuts. That's peanuts and chocolate.
Crackle is what you're thinking about.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
Crackle,
Ooh, Crackle's
Mr.
good too.
Good bar, and Hershey's.
They all
and
come
then
in that
the Hershey's
same-
Special Dark all come in.
Same package.
That's like the cheapest of the. That's like the entry level to the chocolate variety pack.
yeah.
Like you get all the rest of them are more expensive. The ones with Snickers and whatnot in them.
You know, I must say, I don't think I've ever had a Mr. Good bar or Crackle like full candy
size?
bar.
Oh, and I have.
I have
Like
only
Mr. Good Bar.
had.
Mr. Good Bar, I mean, if we were doing a top 3 candy bars, I'd have to think long and hard about it. It'd probably be in the top 3, like the whole big candy bar.
Yeah, never had it. Now I've had a Nestle Crunch,
Yeah.
like big one, but for some reason those brands have never had a big one.
See, no, I like the Nestle Crunch bar,
But not the little bitty ones.
but for some reason,
You could have all that other stuff.
Matt doesn't like the little ones. That's fine. You can not like.
no.
those.
But what I'm saying is, I don't even like the full size candy bar on that deal. Like as much
Oh,
as
yeah.
as much as I like it on the that ice cream cone, whereas the Nestle Crunch outer, it's like dipped
Oh,
in the
one of those
Nes-
drumsticks?
yeah.
Yeah.
Drumstick?
well, it's kind of like a drumstick,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually like a Nestle Crunch ice cream
Yeah.
bar type thing, and it's good.
Dude, have you ever had a Snickers ice cream bar?
Oh yeah, those
Yes.
are good.
Oh, man. They're really good. Okay, number 2, a fun size, not the full size, a fun size 3 Musketeers only after it's been refrigerated. Can't be room temperature. It has to be refrigerated. Like it's a different candy bar when it's cold.
I'm not sure I've ever had one cold.
It is it is better.
Yeah, that
It is better.
The 2 candy bars that refrigeration enhances is the 3 Musketeers and then the Milky Way.
Ooh,
Like if you do a refrigerated Milky Way, it's better than a regular Milky Way. But I'd rather a refrigerated 3 Musketeers.
well, I don't know if this qualifies as a candy bar, but a Nutter Butter or Nutty Buddy. Sorry,
Oh yeah.
Nutty
It's not a
Buddy,
candy
yeah.
bar. That's a Little Debbie snack.
much better frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah, you put it in the freezer, bring it out. Oh, that peanut butter.
Now, when you were talking about your Kit Kat conversation, I can talk to you about eating those Nutty Buddies in various forms or fashions. The layers of wafer. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but why would you peel it up? See, that's insane to me.
No.
You just bite it
Nope.
and eat it as it's meant to be.
No.
Chet
You know what that's really
only
close
likes
to?
pink wafers.
That's what I'm saying. If you like those, you might as well like my sugar cookies.
Those aren't sugar cookies. Those are
So I'm telling you.
Those are pink
30
wafers.
32 cents
Number
for
1. Number 1. Reese's peanut butter cups.
Nice.
No argument.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that wasn't number 1 for you, Troy. Do you hate peanut butter?
No, I do like Reese's peanut butter. They'd probably be number 4 on my list if
Yeah.
we went any further. I mean, I do love those. When I go in a quick trip, because I'm out driving a lot with my job, man, sometimes I get a Snickers. Sometimes I get some Sweet Tarts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a Kit Kat. And the other times, I get Reese's peanut butter cups. And I go all in. I get the 4.
Oh,
Like,
king size.
King size.
If I'm going to eat all this sugar, I might as well just go all in.
Yeah.
You know? So
Not really it doesn't make scientific sense at all, Troy, but I understand what you're saying. If you're going to go all the way.
now, so is that why Reese's, talking about the psychopath thing, is that why they came out with that commercial a few years ago? How do you eat your Reese's? Were they trying to figure out who all the psychopaths were?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know much about psychopaths
How-
other than I think I work with one now.
So how does a psychopath eat a Reese's peanut butter cup?
I'll have to think about that.
How many
I don't
different
know.
ways are there to really eat a Reese's peanut butter cup?
I don't know.
mean,
you remember they
they're
showed
not.
Dracula eating it, and then they showed
Which a psychopath can't do because they don't have the
the two pointy
fangs.
fangs.
I'll tell you. Here would be my criteria. Anybody that takes more than one bite. Shove the whole thing in your mouth and get it over with. Why are you taking bites out of the Reese's?
I'll tell you, that chocolate melts so stinking fast on those things. I hold it with the paper.
I hold it with the paper too, and I take 2 bites.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3. I like to savor
Better
them.
watch them.
All right.
Savor the flavor.
All right. Let us know your top 3 Halloween candies. And hey, why don't you just go to Sam's and buy a big old box of full size? You don't know how much clout your house will get in your neighborhood when kids are running around and saying, "Oh my gosh, that house on the corner gave me a full size Snickers."
Oh,
like they're like, "Oh man, those people are rich. That's wealth right there."
Yeah.
So do a little showing off this year because last year there wasn't a whole lot of trick or treating going on. They're trying to pass candy through PVC pipes.
It was like the best year ever.
Oh, whatever.
I didn't have to worry. I mean, I turned my lights off. I turned everything off, and I still always at least get some person ringing my doorbell. It's like, I'm not answering that. Go away.
Yeah, if we're never home because we're out with the kids.
We need
doing
to.
stuff.
Do you put candy out?
No, we just turn the lights off. Well, I think we put in our last neighborhood when we
You
lived
want me to teach you a little trick?
close to you guys. I think we would put candy out.
Just put a empty bowl out and a take one sign, and then when people come by, they're like, "Oh, somebody wiped them out already."
I don't care enough. And we've talked with our new neighbors in our new neighborhood, and they're all like, "Man, nobody does anything around here."
Yeah, you're going to change that.
Yeah. Well, Hannah has already talked to a few of the moms that have kids, and we're doing like a block party that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be fun.
Awesome.
They can't come to my porch.
We're not driving to your porch.
Good.
Take me 15 minutes to get out of there.
Because we had some family members that came to drop off. I think because they do kind of the Saint Nick type of thing for Christmas, and so they'll have elves leave something at the door for the kids. And I've got a dog, like a sculpture of a dog that's all made out of Harley Davidson parts, and it looks like a pit bull. And so when there's no lights and you see that thing sitting in the corner, it scared the crap out of these kids, and they wouldn't leave. They left and wouldn't leave the candy, and they called and they said, "Hey, there's like this dog sitting on your porch.
There's like this demon metal dog."
It's like got these glowing eyes, and it's just the metal shining. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anything to keep people off my lawn.
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely
good.
people that don't know you that are coming into your house.
For sure.
People that don't know, that already know you. Like,
what was that movie, Gran Torino, with Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
He just said,
Yeah,
that's me.
He's growling. They have a dog? I hear something growling. No, that's Matt. That's Matt just growling at you. All right, let's move on to a good word brought to us by Mr. Three Shot.
Yeah, so I heard some questions the other day. I was listening to the Unashamed podcast, and Jace Robertson talks about questions you can ask people at some point, whether to kind of figure out where their belief system is.
Yeah.
And so his questions are, where did you come from? And where are you going? Mm-hmm. Or where are you going when you die? And those two questions can really be a good starting point of a conversation with anybody, whether they're a believer or not. Because I'm a believer, and so I believe what the Bible says about what happens after we die. And so I believe everybody is going to eternity, whether it be one place or the other. And that's either heaven or hell. And so my good word for the day is eternity. And it can be good or bad for someone, depending on what they believe. And of course, we all believe that Christ is the Savior and that He saves us. And because we believe in Him, that He covers us with His blood. And so He was raised again after He died. And so our hope is in Him that He or God will raise us from the dead. And so where did you come from? That gets people start talking about, well, I came from my mom and dad, and, I didn't really have a choice, but I was born into that family for whatever reason and brought up the way I was brought. And Another question that I heard that you could add in between these questions is, what are you doing here? And that was from Dr. Ray Vanderlaan, he's a biblical teacher, and he teaches a lot of the Eastern influence about the Bible and kind of makes sense of, what the Jews were writing about in the Old Testament and stuff. But he says the same two questions that Jay says: where did you come from? Where are you going? But he also adds, what are you doing here? And that's a good question to ask, anybody to start a conversation. So, what do you do here? Well, I work here,
Yeah.
And it just gets people talking. So it's a good way to kind of get people talking if you want to share the gospel with them, or if you just want to get to know them. And I would just say, if you're listening and you don't know the gospel, and you're interested in that, a great place to start would be the book of John. Because John writes...
In the New Testament.
Yeah, in the New Testament Bible.
It's the fourth book of the New Testament.
Yeah. The book of John tells about Jesus' life, death, burial, and resurrection and ascension. So yeah, my good word for today is eternity. Could be good or bad, however you want to look at it.
Where are you going?
Where am I going?
What are you doing?
I just summed up what you just said there.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We're all going somewhere. Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's it goes in the face of all things All Hallows Eve.
Yes.
Yes. Pagan holiday.
Because it could be scary
Ooh, it could be.
if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, if you don't know, I'd rather know where I'm going and put my hope in someone that has been raised from the dead rather than guess and not know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Fantastic, man. All right. That's what we got. Matt, why don't you do something to take us on out of here?
Got it.
We would like to thank our listeners for tuning in to this week's episode. Go to hardheadedpodcast.com, buy yourself some merchandise, help spread the word.
Yeah. Rate, review, like, share.
That would be fantastic.
All that good stuff.
Whenever you see a post about our episodes, why don't you just comment your top 3 Halloween candies? We'd like to know if you have good taste or not. And apparently Troy and Matt don't with their Tootsie Rolls and Sweet Tarts. Hey, thanks for listening.
Drop.
And you ruin it. You can't just let me get it out.
See what I did there?